Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 13, Nature, the Enjoyer, and Consciousness. The final 6 chapters focus on Gnana, transcendental wisdom, which helps one become detached from materialistic aspirations and simultaneously attached to Krishna. Chapter 13 covers topics previously discussed, but explores them in a more analytical way. Thus, wise readers can take advantage of the logical presentation made by Krishna to strengthen their conviction and deepen their understanding. The acronym is WISE: W for wise questions, I for items of knowledge, S for soul and supersoul, E for enjoyer. W for wise questions. Verses 1 to 7. Arjuna asks Krishna to define 6 subjects: Prakriti, nature; Purusha, the enjoyer; Kshetra, the field of activities; Kshetragna, the knower of the field; Gnanam, knowledge and the process of knowing; and Gnayam, the object of knowledge. These subjects are key constituents of Vedic philosophy, and Krishna therefore spends the entire chapter defining and discussing them. Arjuna, although an established transcendentalist, plays the part of a materially entangled individual so he can pose questions for the benefit of humanity. His astute inquiries create the opportunity for Krishna to offer answers to life's most profound mysteries. Krishna begins by defining Kshetra and Kshetragna. Items of knowledge, verses 8 to 12. These verses describe how the Kshetragna, spirit soul, can disentangle himself from the Kshetra, body, by cultivating Gnana, knowledge. Since true knowledge is revealed within the heart of a deserving person, the real method of acquiring knowledge is the cultivation of divine qualities, of which humility is foremost. Knowledge is not about information and memorization, but rather about exemplary personal character and practical behavior. One who nurtures a saintly disposition experiences a change of heart, which disentangles the eternal soul from its deep-rooted identification with the body, its temporary dress. S for soul and supersoul, verses 13 to 19. Having described the Kshetra, Kshetragna, and Gnanam, Krishna now describes Gnayam, the object of knowledge. The purpose of knowledge is to realize the soul and the supersoul, who are eternally individual but at the same time intimately connected. It is the prerogative of the soul to understand the supersoul, but the supersoul is sometimes described as avignayam or unknowable. How to reconcile this? Empirical researchers who try to fathom the supreme using mundane logic and material sense perception are invariably baffled, and the supersoul within remains unknowable to them. However, those who approach the subject matter with the proper attitude, ready and willing to gain insight through the eyes of great teachers, can surely realize the supersoul, the object of all knowledge. E for enjoyer, verses 20 to 35. The chapter concludes with descriptions of the final 2 terms, Prakriti and Purusha. The conditioned soul desires to control and enjoy matter, Prakriti, and it is this enjoying spirit that binds him to the material world. The supersoul, however, is the actual enjoyer, Purusha, and everything, material nature and the individual souls, is ultimately meant for his enjoyment. Just as pouring water over the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, and twigs, similarly, offering worship and service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead for his pleasure and satisfaction automatically brings satisfaction to all living entities, including ourselves.